Hey everyone, just letting YouTube let everybody know that we're on live today. I'm very excited. We get to chat today. I get to answer your questions. I have multiple people come to me this week and ask me some questions, and I said, well, let me do another live and just answer your questions for you. So if you have any questions at all, please make sure you do comment in the comment section if you're rewatching this, or if you're in the chat today, just drop it in the chat section so that I can answer your questions. Also, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we talk a lot about YouTube growth and helping small creators grow on YouTube. So I'm very excited to dive into this today. I know there's a few questions that I had on the side here that for people that may not be able to make the live. So I'll answer those. And again, if anybody has a question in the chat section, please put it in the chat section so I can answer your YouTube questions. Your small creators. This channel is based around small creators, but I have creators of all sizes subscribe to my channel because I can see on the back end. But I've all sizes this can be useful for, and it can help you grow and you can understand your analytics a little bit more. My channel has a lot of information on like how to understand your analytics, how to understand your audience, finding your audience, growing your channel. So all of that is in my playlist. So you can definitely check those out. I have this Pro Tuber series that I love doing. And you should check that out because that dives into bigger creators' channels and helps you understand why they're growing. So definitely make sure you check that series out, that playlist. I have a whole bunch coming in the future. I have so many. Literally, I have a list of people that I want to dive into. So yes, let's see. Oh, we've got 4 people on. That's awesome. And if you're joining us, make sure you hit that like button. Thumbs up, okay? Let's see. Hi, everyone. Where do you live? I live in Canada. I have 107. How can I make a viral video? So when it comes to viral videos, you would look at viral videos that's trending in your industry. So if you're talking about technology, what's trending in your technology world, or if you're talking about politics or something like that, look at the news. So go to Google and type into Google like what's going on in within your country, your industry. So definitely dive into that kind of stuff and see if you can find a viral video. Viral videos are interesting. It's honestly one of those things that, trending topics is honestly the key to how you find those viral topics. So I talk about trending topics on my channel a lot and how you can find them. So you can go to Google, you can go to YouTube search, you can go to, you type it into YouTube search and see what's trending on the trending page as well. So that really does help. But also noticing on your browse page what's like popping right now, what's going on, and being on the ball with that. So you have to keep an ear out for viral video stuff. So, hello, Catherine. Hi. Happy I'm able to join. I have an important exam tomorrow, though. Oh, well, you can listen to me in the background. And if you have any questions, you can definitely type it in the chat. But it's so nice that you're here. I know there's a lot of people that have exams and schoolwork coming up. So I have noticed a little bit of a trend there when it comes to exams, and there's a lot of like studying channels popping up. And that is important to note that there are some trends in that area. So definitely cool. I wish you the best when it comes to exams. I never did really well. Like I knew the topic like whenever I went into a topic, I would study, and I knew all the information. But when I get into the exam, I was like, boom, I just had no clue. So I wish you all the best when it comes to that. What type of video will you suggest to me? I don't know what your content's about, but if you look at your industry, I would type into browse features and just type into YouTube search, like what your industry is about, like a topic. And YouTube will usually recommend videos that are actually trending right now or people that are searching for it. So look up, type in ideas into the YouTube search feature. Good morning. Hi, how's it going? I see that Richard, you have a video going live soon, so that's awesome. Good for you. Good morning. Does editing help to make your videos more popular? I'm a big fan. Awesome. It definitely helps when it comes to editing to make it your own style. There's a lot of creators out there that do their own style and get creative with it, and I think that's why people follow them also. So there's 3 aspects to that. There's the personality, there's the editing, and then there's the storytelling. And I talk about this a lot on my channel. And I'm diving into that way more in my Pro Tuber videos because that's important. So there's 3 aspects that are very vital. So editing is one portion of it. I would suggest you looking at how you can tie that into your personality and get creative with it. I was editing for a full year. I vlogged for a full year and I edited until I understood how to do it properly. So I would advise you to put out content and then see how you can get creative with the editing. So definitely it does help. Yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice that you're here today. We're just doing a Q&A today on YouTube questions. Like if you've anything at all, I have a few questions that people have asked in the past week. So I'm going to answer them today. Thank you. No problem, girl. I will rejoin you after dinner. No problem. I'm going to be on here for a good hour. So if you can join, that's great. Would love. Oh, did you type something? Oh, I'm not sure if I missed. Oh, here. Do you ever host on Clubhouse? Would love to join a room where you talk about your YouTube growth. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I haven't really gotten into a Clubhouse, and like I've been on there listening in to a lot of big creators, which for me that's really good. So I can learn more because I don't get that opportunity very often. Like a lot of the big creators that we would listen into, you would have to go to conferences or, have to pay like that kind of thing. So definitely it's an interesting app. I just haven't hosted anything yet because I'm not understanding just the whole. I need to have an understanding of it a little more and dive into it a little bit more, I think. I definitely want to. I've been thinking about it in the past couple of weeks. It's like, oh, I really want to do it, but how do I want to like structure it and all that jazz? So there's a lot of like little details that I really want to touch in on and figure out. I think I might look into that a little bit more because I've actually got a few requests for that because there's people on there now, right? And it's starting to get a bigger app. And actually, it's an interesting app for sure. It's something that you need to definitely try it if you can. Yes, I feel like it would be fun if we all get to talk. Yeah, that would be kind of fun to do. Listen in on your questions, actually hear your voices. That kind of cool. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I would love to try and do that. I think I might look into that. Yeah. What was your first impression of YouTube? Do you mean like impression of the overall whenever I first uploaded? I think that's what you mean when I first uploaded. What was my first impression of that? I think so. When I first uploaded, I was just a little overwhelmed. I think YouTube is definitely a platform that you can get creative and put your touch to it, like your creative side, and get your voice heard. But it is a struggle in the beginning. As a small creator, it's definitely a struggle. So I think it's important to note that being on YouTube is an interesting world. It's definitely not something that you're going to have gung ho and get like millions of views overnight, and it's something that it's a struggle for sure. But I think when I first uploaded a video, I was overwhelmed. I think the confidence level was a little low. I think because you wondering what everybody's thinking about you, right? So overall, I was excited but a little overwhelmed with the very first video that I've uploaded. You're so underrated. Your tips are the best. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Oh my goodness, this is my first. Oh, this is crazy. Thank you so much for all the advice for it. You really helped me a lot. People can come far. Oh, this is so sweet of you. You shouldn't have. You're my very first. What? Oh my gosh. Do you know I had yes. I got a little overwhelmed there. I don't know. It's exciting. Oh, I can't. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you know why? Like this makes me I loved getting to know you, by the way. And just sharing all my tips and tricks with you and being able to help you along the way. And I know your channel's going far. I can see that you've taken my advice and you tried it out. And actually, like obviously the advice that I share is tips and tricks that I give to you. And then you have to go out of your way and start figuring out how do you apply it to your channel. And what you've done is you've taken that information that I've given to you and you've applied it to your channel and you've worked on it. And it's just been amazing to see your growth. And also, I'm very excited. I was checking your channel this morning because the videos that's going live, I think went live, but I was checking your channel and you're already at 830 something subscribers. Like 3 days ago, 700 and something. So that's crazy. So good job. That's awesome. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Loving the Tubebuddy shirt. Yes, I had this for a long time. And honestly, I haven't been wearing it because I have so many shirts that I have a pile of shirts here that I change in and out. I might get like a little rack for all my clothes when I'm doing my filming, and then I can change in and out. I need to get some more like different shirts coming up. It's starting to come into spring, and I want to get some different outfits for my videos and just I need something new, So we'll see in the next couple months. YouTube, yeah. Hi, Catherine. We're family supporting you for being a YouTuber. So when it comes to that, I had like my family, they don't really understand social media and stuff like that. So it's just like whatever. They were like, "Yay, cool." For my husband, yeah, he was supportive. He was really good with it. Obviously, there's ups and downs with YouTube. Like you never know what to expect and if it's going to pay off. And I knew that it was going to pay off. I just had to stick with it. And a lot of the time when I studied on my ProTuber series, the creators took 1 to 2 years to just really get their feet in the ground. And even then, there's more that channels like on the ProTuber series that it took some of the channels that I studied in the ProTuber series took them 6 to 10 years. So like it's never the same for everybody's journey, but it definitely is hard whenever you're first starting out and you're not making a ton of money. Like a lot of my effort and time has gone into this. I put in 40 hours a week just on YouTube, right? And then aside from that, I have other things that I do, right? So I do see the payoff in the long run. It will help my channel and my brand. It's in the beginning, it's really hard. So sometimes it was up and down, but definitely like I had the support from my husband. He was like, if you're going to do it, go all in, kind of thing. So definitely. I was hoping to be your first. Yes, you were my first Uber chat girl. I love that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I would love your, hey, Catherine, I love your Facebook group. And I finally found your channel the other day. I'm Taylor, by the way. Oh, hi. That's awesome. Yes, the Facebook group is linked in the description if you have not joined that. It's a really good group to connect with other people. I love to share milestones, and there's a few people that are just taking off. And one channel, I don't, what's this? Oh, it's eluding my mind right now. I think that's the word, right? There was a channel that just got monetized, and he shared that he got his pin for monetization. I'm like, oh, yay, that's so awesome. So yeah, it's a really good Facebook group to join. It's not one of those sub for sub groups. It's definitely more of a supportive group. And if there's anybody that needs advice, like thumbnails, you can share your thumbnails in there and kind of get advice on what you could tweak. Or if one of the other is better. So yeah, definitely a great group. So I'm glad you're here. Hello. Hi, how are you? Hi. Hi, I love your channel. Question. Well, thank you, first of all. That's amazing. Question. I have a lifestyle channel, but I talk a lot about the program I use to buy my home. I am trying to think of other content ideas that play into my home buying journey. Well, there's a lot of different ideas that I can give to you right off the bat. Like you could start by going to Google search, typing in a broad topic. So here's an example that I always share just because it comes to my mind so easily. Curly hair. I typed in curly hair, and a whole bunch of different questions and answers and tips and advice came at the top, articles. And what I did was I took that information and I saw, well, how can I put that into a video form? Because they've done it in a blog form, but I don't copy it, right? So I don't copy the information. I do it in my own way, right? So it gives you ideas of what you could do to incorporate more information into your channel. I have a few videos on actually how to find video ideas. So those video ideas that the videos that I talked about, every time I talk about video ideas, I always share how you can find video ideas. So definitely go check out one of those videos because it'll give you information. Not only that, you might spark an idea from one of the video ideas. So definitely go check that out. It's in a playlist. I think I'm going to create a playlist just for video ideas and give you some like a whole playlist that you can just binge watch and get some ideas from. So yeah, that's what I would do. Are you happy doing YouTube or are you pretty sad? Why did you? Okay, so I am very happy doing YouTube. It's something that I've always wanted to do. For the past 4 or 5 years, I've just been toying with it. But this year really took me to a direction where I went all in because I had nothing more. Like my business kind of went sideways because of Co. Now I'm giving it a nickname, right? But I think it's definitely something that I've always wanted to do. And when I decided to do it, I went all in. It wasn't like I said, okay, I'm going to be able to do this on the side. I went all in with it, right? So I am happy doing it. Why did you start? And why did I start is because, well, I started because I saw there was a need for small creators. Like I know there's a lot of small creator channels out there, but it was also tying it into small businesses because I know a lot of people in my community had a hard time with this whole situation, right? And so I said to myself, well, I want to help them understand how video, actually YouTube can help them with their business, with their YouTube channels, and just give them tips and tricks and advice. And I helped people over the past few years with YouTube and just here and there and video and all that jazz. So I kind of understood how to do it, so I said to myself, well, I'm going to give it a try. Let's go all in with this. And I noticed on my channel that this was something that was trending on my channel. So I decided to go with that. Is YouTube a good way to make money? I think so. It's definitely a great way to build your brand up. I just got monetized last week, so I'm not gonna like dive into that too much right off the bat. When it comes to money wise, I need to study it a lot more, definitely before I start sharing with you guys, because I don't want to give you wrong information. So I'm studying it. I'm going to give it a month or two to see how the RPM and the CPM and all that jazz takes off, and the revenue that I make from it. I will tell you, the monetization process seems easy, but if you're outside of the US, it's a little bit more difficult. Like it's just lots of steps. And I will say that monetization setup for me was a little difficult. I don't know why. For some reason, it just was not easy. I am waiting on my PIN, so we're still waiting on that. It's going to take 2 to 4 weeks, but other than that, I'm pretty excited. We'll dive into that more. And I will say, in the coming months, I'm going to start working on like channel memberships, like all that jazz, because I want to be able to get back to you, but also, have a community where I can help a little bit more. If there's people that need a little bit extra help, I will have that set up in the next few months. I think I can do that easily and incorporate it into YouTube, so it's not like I don't have a third party and like a third, like, you know what I mean? So we're going to see how that goes. Thank you. Oh, no problem. I've been rethinking my channel, and I really set it up as an extension of my business, but now I'm thinking I want to treat them as a separate entity. So struggling to what to call it though. So here's how I look at it. So if you want to be a public figure, that's fine. So I put my name as a public figure name, right? So Catherine Perry is my name, and I want to be seen as the public figure for that industry. I want to be seen not just for YouTube tips and tricks, but all advice, motivations, like dealing with stress and all that jazz when it comes to being a small creator. So I wanted to incorporate that into that and have the opportunity, if I needed to slightly go off from small YouTuber stuff, that I would. So it gives me the opportunity to expand a little bit. My name, it's my name. It's my channel, who I am, and what I'm going to talk about. Now, usually, whenever you have, say, for Julia K. Christ or Lauren Doan, their names is their brand, right? So I started another channel called Simply Catherine, and that's a channel that I'm going to do vlogs and test things and do random things that I want to do, right? So I have 2 separate channels. Simply Catherine is my like extension channel where I can vlog and do whatever the heck I want. And then this channel is my main channel. This is what I want to be known for. I want people to know me. Oh, she's a small YouTuber growth help strategist, like she's going to help them out. And so that's what I initially think of. So a lot of channels depends on what your industry is. If you're a DIY situation, yeah, like if you have DIY crafting situation, you want more of a crafting title. You don't want necessarily your name. This is just my opinion and stuff that you can take from it and kind of go from there. Whenever you think about it, are you going to be the public figure for that? Are you going to give information about like motivate? Like there's a whole thing that you can do around that. You can expand from just outside of what you're talking about, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. I see that I'm a public figure. I can talk about motivation. I can talk about entrepreneurship if I wanted to on my channel and expand a little bit. If I kept it to something small YouTuber growth or something to do with YouTube growth, I was very like simple. Like that's the way it is, right? I have to talk about that. And expanding would be just strange, right? So that's how I kind of look at it. Hopefully that helps. That was a lot of information in just a couple minutes there. Where are you from? I am from Canada. How many years have you been doing YouTube? I've been on YouTube for about 2016. I looked at the date when I started this channel. And the reason why I only just started going all in with it is because the past 4 years I've been working on my other business. And I really didn't focus in on this because it's not something I really wanted to at the time. And my other business was, I'm a videographer. So I filmed weddings, I filmed events and birthdays. First birthdays was my first thing that I ever did. And so I'm a videographer. And that's what I focused in on. And I could have started a channel talking about videography, but to be honest, I'm a business person. I love business. I went to school for business, and that's something that I love talking about. And the small YouTuber growth was an extension of sort of like video stuff, but also understanding the ins and outs of social media and the business side of things. So yeah, I think that's how I kind of grabbed onto the YouTube growth stuff. But yeah, it's been 2016. So it's been a while. Some people will be like, well, what's taking you so long? Well, I didn't really work on it for the past 4 years. This past year was the year that I started working on it. And the growth like the growth from this channel has done amazing. So, who's your favorite YouTuber? Who are your favorite YouTubers? By the way, oh, thank you. That's awesome. Okay, so I think my favorite YouTubers, this changes from month to month, not because of the people, just because of my interests kind of changes from month to month. So right now, who am I watching? Do watch Annie's channel. I continue to watch her channel, but I don't watch it all the time. Not because I don't like her content. I love her content, but it's just I have to make sure that I don't cross over what she's talking and put it into my channel. Do you know what I mean? So I have to make sure that I keep my information straight to what I've researched and all that. So I do watch her videos every now and again. And I've always loved her channel ever since I found it like March last year. I love her channel. So I think, oh, who else do I watch right now? Oh gosh. Oh, Sam, your channel. I love your channel. I love the aesthetic of it. Sam's channel. She's in the chat here. Sam's channel. I watched a few of her videos. I love the aesthetic and the whole vibe of it. So her channel. Who else do I watch? Gosh, I would say you'll have to let me think about it because there's a lot of channels that I watch on a daily basis, which is kind of insane. Let's see. Did you ever got your child self wake by doing? Sorry, I'm not understanding the question. It's not a dumb question. I just don't understand the question. Sorry. The ads. Oh, is there ads coming up? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's crazy. I'm still getting used to the whole background of the monetization side of things. So bear with me on that stuff, but cool. There's already a channel with my name. Didn't think it was that common. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's okay. Because is other channels with my name as well. It's just going to be the way it is. You're not going to be, usually names cross over into others. Like I get a lot of Katy Perry's, and there's another, is it a YouTuber or I don't know, but I get searches from that other YouTuber, Catherine Perry. So if you search my name, you'll see another YouTuber or person that pops up. I don't know off the top of my head. I remember her, what she does, but yeah, your name's your name. And if you want to do your name, just go for it and go all in with it. It's not a huge deal because that's who you are. So yeah. And nobody owns a name, right? Like you can't own, well, I guess they could try and figure that out, but it's your name, right? Does changing your channel name often actually affect your views? I would say it confuses your audience, what you want to do, what your whole focus is. So continually changing your channel name is going to mess the whole thing up. I would only do it once if you are going to rebrand or something like that. I know Amy's TV, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Gosh, names are not going into my head today. But Amy's TV, it used to be Amy's vlog like a boss or something like that. And she changed her name, but she actually rebranded. So yeah, it doesn't affect it, but I would say it would confuse your audience. We've only got 12 subscribers and they're all just friends and family. So I think now the best time is to change before anything hopefully blows up. Yes. So if you're going to do it, go do it now. And also only 12 subscribers. That's not like, I think you need to change your mindset on that. 12 subscribers is 12 subscribers, whether they're friends and family or not. You've got opportunities there, right? So yeah. If I change my personal channel name and then move it to a business AC, will it affect my channel name? AC is account. If I change my personal channel name and then move it to a business account, honestly, I would just leave it as is. Like, unless you're going to do a huge rebrand and tell your audience, oh, hey, I'm doing a huge rebrand, just don't mess with it too much because it's something that if you're going to rebrand, make sure you change it and do it once, not continually changing it. I don't think it'll affect it, but something I'd have to look into. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm so grateful for all your tools and help. No problem. I'm so glad I came across your channel. It's kind of fun. Like you're growing and I love that your videos are actually getting a really good, decent amount of views to the amount of people that are subscribed. So that's really good. I'm so excited for you. Oh, yay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm learning with it when it comes to, all the ads and such. So I will be talking about that more in the future. I actually have a video coming out this week on how to get 4,000 watch hours. I've been, working on this for the past 9 months. So I've learned a few things, and there's a few mistakes that I made along the way that I don't necessarily want you to make if you can possibly move forward, right? So I think, yeah, I've got a video coming out that this week on Friday. So get excited for that. A bit of a funny question. If you possibly, are you, yes, but it's a little strange. Okay, that's cool. I assume that it wouldn't be able to use it if someone else already did. No, you can use it. It's your name. There's a lot of Catherine Perrys out there, but I still use my name because it's me. Yeah, like I get sometimes Katy Perry. So, do you film on your videos on a camera or an iPad or a phone? So I actually use my camera, the A6400. I do have an iPad and I do have a cell phone. I did on my other channel do a vlog on my cell phone just to show you that you can vlog with your phone. I'm thinking, I have a question for you all. Let me know in the chat section if you would like me to do like a week in my life as a YouTuber. I'm thinking of doing that kind of style video on this channel just to change it up just slightly, just to see if it's something that you'd be interested in, like a week in my life kind of dealio. If that's something that you want to see, then I would love to do that. I think it'd be kind of cool because as a creator, there's lots of things that go on. I would obviously, because I have things aside from to YouTube that I do, but I think sorry, there's something in my eye. I think I would do that just so you can see how my week kind of goes. It's always different, but yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh gosh, I can't get this out of my eye. When is your next ProTuber series? I love your videos. Awesome. I actually I'm going to be doing a collaboration with this next ProTuber video, I believe. Don't hold me to that, but the next one will probably not be this week. So it won't be this week, next week. It'll be the third week of March that we're potentially going to do it. And it's on a YouTuber that's popped up on our browse page. And so we're going to try and do it as a collaboration, but I'm going to see how it will work because it has to make sense, right? So there's a collaboration that I have in the works with this one ProTuber video. But yeah, I have so many on the works. I literally come across a new person every day and I'm like, oh, that'd be great. I could change this channel into a ProTuber channel, right? But yeah, I'd have to, it's obviously something that I like to break up because I did it last year every single week and I noticed the views started slightly going down and down and down. And that was because people are watching it, but at the same time, like it's something similar to, you know what I mean? So yeah, next one's third week, I think, of March. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's see. Thank you. Feeling better about it. Yay. No problem. I really love your vids. Awesome. Thank you for being here and just being part of the community. Yes. Oh, so you would love to see my week in my life. That'd be awesome. I would love to do it. I think it's definitely going to be different on this channel. It's a lot more about growth. And the past month, I've been doing videos that are a little different. And I have noticed my channel to, take a little bit of a hit from it, just views wise. And that's because there's other aspects that go into small YouTuber growth. And so I wanted to touch on them. And so I did notice that my channel had a little bit of a dip, but that's okay. It is the way it is. Your channel kind of goes up and down like this. And I noticed that and I know how to move forward from it because I've studied my analytics. So I would love that type of video. Awesome. Yes, I'd love to do a week in your life. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So I'll look into that. I'll see if I can do something like that. And maybe I'll put a post on my community tab to see if something see how the vibe of what everybody else feels as well. Will you make a video which has totally different subject, different subject from other videos? So yes, I'm thinking small YouTuber growth this is what the channel is about, right? So I focus in on that because that's what I want to talk about. That's what I'm passionate about. But as I grow as a person and as I get into other aspects, like maybe affiliate marketing and all that jazz, I'll definitely, share that information because that's important as small creators to know how to grow in other opportunities, other ways. Sorry, excuse me. And so drinking break. So yes, I think that I will definitely break into other aspects. I just need to figure out what I would talk about. And as my brand grows, I know there's other things that'll come along. But I do have another channel that I talk a lot about random stuff. I do productivity on the channel. I talk about unboxing, I unbox things. I'm going to do reviews on my iPad, my iPhone, because I just got them recently. And I want to do reviews on those. So yeah, I have different things that I do on that channel, but this channel, I definitely want to break into other aspects too. One day you will be a big YouTuber. So do you still remember people Of course I do. I remember all your names are popping up and I recognize them. If you've been on here once or twice, I recognize your name. So, yeah. Same goes for you. Remember me. I think you should do a pro tuber each month. It'd be nice to see. Yeah, I have been doing one each month. So I did one January, I did one February, and I'm going to do one March. So I kind of do one each month. I may bring it up to two depending on how it goes because I have so many pro tubers that I want to touch on, but we'll see because I don't want to overdo it and kill the whole vibe of that, right? Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. Megan, we surely gonna watch. Awesome. Will you ever make a home tour? I don't think I'll do that kind of thing on this channel. Obviously, maybe the other channel that I have, but I think my home's not set. Like, there's just a lot of things that need to be revamped and fixed and figured out. Like this studio room needs a lot of work still, but we haven't got to it because, well, I'm focusing in on doing the work instead of focusing in on the environment, right? Like I still like this room over here, and we've pulled wallpaper off, but it's gonna be months before we get into that kind of deal. So maybe in the future, we'll see. Let's see. Are you reading these comments on your laptop? Yes, I am. So I read them down here and I look at the camera. So if you go on my Instagram stories, you'll see how it's set up a little bit. My Instagram is at catherineperry.co. So if you're not following me, make sure you go follow me. But if you see the setup there, that is a camera attached in and brought into the computer, so like I can get a little bit better quality going through YouTube. Okay, so actually I have an important question. How much time to get 1K subs? So I had like 700 subs at the beginning of March. No, April. It was April. I had 700 subscribers of last year. Now, like I said, I built those 700 subscribers over time. Like it took me like probably 2 years to get to that point. And then I kind of stopped. And then I went in all in in April. Well, actually May. I went all in May of last year. And I did a collaboration with Annie. And then after that, I hit 1K subscribers. But the watch hours was harder for me because I hadn't had the content, I hadn't been put enough content out to reach that mark. So now I've hit the monetization as of last week. So I'm fully monetized, just waiting on that pin, Who loves watching the ProTuber videos? Comment on me down below. Yay, comment me. I love the ProTuber videos. They're my favorite thing to do. I honestly could do them all day, every day. There's literally a huge list of people that come up in my mind, and then there's a list on my computer, and then new channels explode, and it's like, oh my goodness, I just don't have enough time to do them all, right? So I'm definitely excited to do a little bit more. There's one channel that we're doing in the third week of March. It's been on my radar for 2 months now. I just haven't had, obviously I'm telling you, I do one a month. So I might do 2 months just to kind of up it a little bit, but we'll see. Do a top 10 apps which will help content creators. Just a suggestion. Top 10 apps. Oh, so the apps that I use. To be honest, I don't use a whole ton of apps. I have 2 or 3 that I use, and then that's it. But I can do a little research and study that and see if there's anything that, works for me and I like it, right? Because I don't share anything that I don't like and I don't use, right? That's the important part. So let's see. Do you ever thought you would get to 1K subs? Yeah, I believe that I was going to get there. That's what you need to do. I think the thing about it is it takes a long time initially because you need to establish your channel and you're growing your channel and you're kind of like, oh, this is a lot of work. I'm putting in all this work and I'm not getting paid or kind of thing. And you put in the work, but the whole I said this before. It's about being consistent, but it's also being persistent. And I will mention that in one of my videos. But yeah, it's about being persistent and determined to actually reach the goals. And each day you get up, it's about being motivated and not having a positive mindset about it all. Some days are harder than others because I'm exhausted half the time. But yeah, it's about thinking that you're going to get there and knowing that you're going to get there. I was just watching Katie Steckley's video on how she reached 100K subscribers, and she's been at her YouTube channel for 10 years, and she's finally reached 100K subscribers. Now, that's not a bad thing. Everybody's journey is different. My Mr. Beast, it took him 1 or 2 years, a full year to reach 1,000 subscribers. And I think it took him 2 years to reach 2,500 subscribers. I believe that's how the process went. So his journey was very slow. Like he in the beginning had a very slow journey. And so did like Katie, but at the end of it all, they stuck through it. They were that 1% that stuck through the hard 10 years to get to the point where they wanted to be, right? So I think it's about the difference is about looking at your mindset with it all. Yeah, 1K is definitely a hard challenge, especially as you're trying to establish your channel. But if you continue to do it, I think you'll be that 1% that is going to hit that 100K, right? Some people hit it overnight. And the hard thing for me is to balance like the YouTubers that come up on my browse page, that are blowing up. And then there's YouTubers that, kinging it. It took them 6 years to get to where they want. And they finally are there. And I'm so happy for them. There's different journeys with it all, right? Things come up in our lives too. So yeah, a little bit of a rant and fun motivational tangent there, but hopefully that inspired you to keep going with it and be that 1% that I don't even know what's 1%, but in my head, it's like 1% that's going to push through, right? Okay, you understand. No problem. What was your concept about a YouTuber? Concept, do you mean like how I perceive them? Let me know. I've heard that once you have 100 videos that you will grow more easily. Do you believe in that? I think 100 videos is not necessarily going to, get you grow your growth a little bit more easier. It's about having 1,000. This is how I see it. It's about having, 1,000 dedicated subscribers that are wanting to be there and be a part of your journey. That's how your videos get pushed out more and they watch it all the way to the end. Like having such dedicated subscribers is important. So a lot of times, a lot of channels that I study, this is not for sure, but this is just my initial thoughts on it. A lot of times when you hit 10 to 20,000 subscribers, usually your channel starts pushing the videos out more and it just starts growing a little faster. I've just noticed that with channels, but that's not like set in stone facts. It's just something that I've noticed. I think 100 videos is definitely good for you to get practice and see what you want to do and how your channel is, can grow from there and working on your editing and all that jazz, finding your personality, figuring out the storytelling aspect. Those are all important parts of it, right? So I don't think 100 videos is going to be the one that's going to push your channel out, but I think there could be one within that could push your channel out. You never know, right? Let's see. I saw live. Her one too. Okay. Hey, it's really awesome joining your live sessions. Good night. No problem. Have a good night. Thanks so much for joining. Sam, so glad you talked about Kingian. I love them. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you like them. They hit 80K subscribers. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think 2 days ago they hit 80K and they'll be at 100 in no time. I was talking to them and they just said that it's been a long journey for them. They're finally being like recognized and seen in the world of YouTube. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it's taken, their channel is amazing and so fun. So I'm so glad you're enjoying their content. I watched their video last night. I watched their video all the way through and I'm just like, oh, so funny. Honestly, the funniest people. You need to go check that ProTuber video out if you have not. Yes. How to add a watermark to your videos. You can do that in the customization section. If you go into your backend, your dashboard of your YouTube channel, go down to customization, go over to branding, and then it'll give you an option to change that up. I think it's branding or general. So one of those two, and you can change that up. I meant that like how you thought about having a YouTube channel or being a YouTuber. Oh, okay. So I think having a YouTube channel was definitely always something that I wanted to do. And I think the concept would never, I think it's growing as a career or a career job choice, kind of deal. So I think definitely is something that people want to do more and kids want to do more. So yeah, yeah. They deserve so much more. They're so funny. Great chemistry. Yes, I agree. They're so funny. And I just love, I think I got down that van life world, right? That whole, and I just love how they kind of go back and forth with each other. They're just great with each other. I think that's really, it's why they're growing, right? Their chemistry is so fun. And then not necessarily do you have to be like them. Obviously, like that's their personality and their channel, but they've chose to just let themselves be. And I think people are connecting with that, right? Bye. I got to go. It's my sleep. No problem. Thank you so much for joining. If you're just joining, make sure you hit that like button so that let me know that you're liking this video, this live. I have some videos that I need to film today. So the first one that I'm going to film is how to promote your channel for free. And then the second one I'm going to film today is also going to be talking about how to get your 4,000 watch hours. And I've learned some things along the way, and I'm very excited this week to do this video. Next week, so this week was supposed to be a collaboration with talking about mental health and stuff when it comes to being a small creator, but it got pushed to next week just because of some scheduling things with my collabee, the person that I'm collaborating with. So that will be pushed back to next week, which is totally fine because it's going to be a great video. We're going to work on making it even better. And this week is going to be talking about growing and pushing your channel out there more and getting those watch hours. I'm very excited to talk about it. There's some things I learned along the way when it comes to watch hours. I honestly, when it comes to watch hours, it was a struggle for me. And I think, like, obviously I'm going to share that in the video this week, but the reason why is there's a few reasons. And I'm going to keep it there so you can take note and let you know that that's happening this week. So yeah. I think that's all I have for today. Oh, I forgot to answer the questions. Let me just answer the questions here. I have some questions that people asked me this past week, so I'm going to answer them right now. Let's see. I think we already mentioned this. Oh no, this one is, what camera gear do you suggest for small creators? So when it comes to camera gear, I suggest getting something that's affordable in the beginning. So using your cell phone. And if you can't use your cell phone, then use your camera gear that you have, right? So for me, in the beginning with my business, I saved up. I took a job. I took a job. I was a server for a while, and I actually worked my butt off to get some gear for my business. So I always suggest, if you really want to get camera gear, save up for it. You'll have to work, a little bit more for it just to get that extra gear that you want. Never just buy outright. My advice is never to just put it on a credit card or anything like that, because that just doesn't make sense. You can do it if you want, but my advice is don't do it, because you get down in this hole where it's just like you're spending money and it's just always in debt. So I would suggest to you save up for it or work a second job or something like that to buy that stuff. That's what I did. I worked as a server, and it was the worst 4 months. I will tell you, it was the worst 4 months of working. It was just so much negative pressure. But I did it. I stuck through it until I had enough money to buy some of the extra gear that I needed. And I don't regret it. I got the money, I got the gear, but also it was a lot of stress, and it's brought out some negative things in the world, right? So I definitely think you have to save up for the gear that you want to get. So having a cell phone is great. You can do it with that. That's awesome. Cell phones are awesome, actually. I did a video on my other channel talking about how you vlog with your phone. So it's not hard to do. And then the next question is about Tubebuddy. Which version of the Tubebuddy do you suggest? So I think Tubebuddy, I always recommend trying the free version out first and then testing it out to see how it works for you. And then upgrade to the pro level, because it really is, if you're wanting to do YouTube full time and it's something that you really want to dive into, then getting the pro version in the next step up is the way to go. I have the Legend version, and I really, really love it because you can actually, A/B test. So test 2 thumbnails and see which does better. And I don't have the Legend version on my other channel. I'm trying to figure out how to tie those 2 channels together. I'm not sure if you can, but the other channel doesn't have the A/B testing, and there's one thumbnail that is not doing well. And I've been trying to test it out, but it's just hard to keep an eye on that. So I definitely recommend, if you can go all the way to the Legend version, go for it. If you can't, then that's fine. Pro version is great. And if that's not doable, then the free version will give you some of the basic stuff. Like, you won't get everything, but it will be helpful to try out. I know that was a long time ago, but I really love that video you did about Erica Diane. Yes, Erica. Did you see, guys, that she blew up? She was at 80K one day, and then one of her videos just, I think it hit 1 million views or something like that. And it was just a matter of a week, and she just exploded. Her channel went above 100K, and I think she's at 125 now. She just exploded her channel. I will say I did notice that on my back end because people were searching for her a lot more. And then the video that I did on her, the Pro Tuber video, was picked up in the algorithm a wee bit more. And so that really helps. I love her channel. I love her as a person. She's like a lifestyle YouTuber, and there's a lot of lifestyle YouTubers out there, but she's created her own personality, her own style of editing. So yeah. I know she's so close to 200K. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Wow. I definitely want to do the legend once I get an income. Yes. So I would definitely recommend it whenever you can spring for it. I also recommend, what was I going to say? Doing affiliate marketing. So I'm going to talk about this more in the future. I want to make sure I understand it. But if you can do like affiliate marketing, have links and stuff, that will really help your channel as it grows. I think for you, you need to start putting them. I don't know if you have. I haven't looked in your description per se, but putting that kind of stuff, anything that you use, start putting it in the descriptions. Same for everybody here. Put in the description, all the links that you use, all the things that you use. Like if you use Tubebuddy or if you use a piece of camera equipment, having that in the description will really help. And as you grow, you'll definitely see the increase in that. It's always helpful. And I think if as you're growing, you need to understand that you can't just put out money, which is good that you've thought about that. You've budgeted. So yeah. I haven't done that yet. I was hesitant, but I guess I should. Yes. Well, your channel, in my opinion, is doing really well with its growth. I'm not sure how your traffic and all that jazz is doing, like where you're getting your traffic from, but considering your subscribers to the views, I do notice that it's increasing. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Like you don't have to necessarily mention it right now, but put it in the description so people can go and like check it out if they want to, because you're getting traffic from potentially, browse, YouTube search, all that jazz, right? I would assume yours is more browse, but I can't assume, right? That's just my thought. So yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for everybody that's joined. I really had a good time chatting with you all. And I got a super chat, my first super chat from Ritualistic Beauty. So thank you. I appreciate that. That was so nice. I never even expected to get, I appreciate anything that I get. And the whole thing that you guys are part of my community is awesome. I haven't done that. Search and browse. I enjoy being here. Thanks for the live. No problem. Search and browse. Yes, definitely get your affiliate links in then because you're getting traffic from outside your channel. So that's important to keep that in there and just get that potential income from your hard work, right? So there's opportunities for you there. But anyways, thank you so much for everybody that joined this live. I appreciate so much. And I can't wait for next week to do another one. I better go drink some water because my throat's a little bit dry. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a good one. Bye.